Happy Wednesday. My name is Kylee Nelson, and I am a professional psychic medium and Reiki master. I am here to normalize a ton of energy. As last week was my first show, I was super nervous. I'm also here to provide a little bit of insight because I want to let you guys know yes, I normalize everything. Last week, I had pimple patches on my face because that's what everybody does, but I don't like them. Um, I leave my acne out to normalize it for everybody. I leave everything out for everybody to see, for everyone to normalize. And there's just a few things I want to talk about this episode. First of all, magic is all around us. Energy is all around us. God energy is all around us, and it flows through us. Today has been one of the best days that I've ever had for my business. I have realized how much I've healed energy even after everything I've done the last 3 years, it has seemed like every day it just gets better for me. Understanding that energy is around us and energy is always connected to us and we are constantly healing is huge. It's super important to be aware of what you're doing, and it's super important to let go of things that are holding you back. Understanding yesterday, I actually had to close out a cycle that I had with my own journey when it came to God and the God energy. I started my journey as a healer. I started healing people around me with very specific energies that sat with me, and not a single one of them was something that I really thought that I could believe in until I got more into work. Until I got more into spiritual work, I kind of just flew by the seat of my pants, because I just did what I was told. I followed what the God energy told me, what the source energy told me, and I healed everybody around me that I possibly could. And even some people around me didn't like it. Some people around me didn't like what I was doing, and they tried to tear me down. Specifically, the people in my town have pushed me very far into some of the darkest places I ever thought I would be because I was bullied. I was bullied for being a healer. I was bullied for being a good person, and I was blamed for things that were never my fault. I was in dark energy because that's where I needed to sit. I had to be there because I had to accept that. I accepted the energy that was given to me and the energy that called out to me so that I could heal myself and protect myself. Eventually, I found myself calling to other energies and connecting with other energies, giving other energies attention and healing others in ways I didn't think was possible. There was so much going on around me that it didn't even seem real. Some of the bullying that I was going through seemed almost impossible, so much so that my own partner couldn't believe half of the stuff that I was telling him because it's never seemed like it could have been like that, and it never could have seemed, that people were so evil even when I was a healer. But people truly are. The universe will put you through a test. The universe will put you through a test, and people will put you through a test. And it's very important to understand you're a healer even if other people don't want you to be. You can hold negative energy and take it from other people and turn it into something that can be amazing. You can take everything that others give to you and literally turn it into amazing power that makes you feel so much closer to God, so much closer to source, and so much closer to being a person that is full of love. And that's what I do. That's what I teach others. And honestly, it has been amazing to be able to understand everything that I have overcome, everything that I have been given, the extreme bullying that I have gone through that has not even seemed real, to get me to be somebody that helps the people that go through unimaginable pain that people are sitting in that they don't know how to help themselves with. They don't know how to release it. They don't know how to let it go. And I was tested my entire life. I was put on that path, and I used everything and every experience that I've ever been through to heal myself, to heal my family, to heal my friends, and now to heal my clients. I'm so thankful for the platform. Again, this is my second show, and understanding that I have with all energy is extremely great. I don't know how else to explain except for the energy sits with you. The energy is there when you are ready. The energy is there to accept you when you accept the energy. Even if you are pushing it away, because for years I pushed away my God. For years I pushed away the God that led me since I was a child. And it has taken extreme amounts of trauma and extreme amounts of releasing that trauma to be able to reconnect myself with God energy and heal others and be able to connect with passed on loved ones. I'm so thankful for the energy that I have, as I'm so thankful for how confident I am, not only in my gifts, but in myself, who I am as a person, who I am as a mother. And this is why I pride myself on what I do, because what I do is heal everybody, but I pride myself on healing mothers and parents and fathers because mental health matters. Mental health matters so much, especially when you are around other people, especially when you are raising a family. And it is your responsibility to take care of your mental health. And it's also your responsibility to be kind to others, even if others are not being kind to you, just so that you can learn what is going on and so that others can understand either what they're doing is not okay or why they're doing it and how they need to heal. Because they're doing something negative, it's for their reason. It's because of their wound, and you can't hold it. I have had so many wounds, and previously in my life, I projected onto others. And honestly, releasing that energy over the last few years changed my life. Understanding that I didn't have to project wounds, I could heal them and use them to heal others is the number one thing that is the most important thing that I could ever explain to anybody. Your wounds do not need to be projected. You do not need to hurt others. You do not need to cause pain for others because others have their own journey. Everybody has their own journey. Sorry, my kitty is chewing on my arm. He's reminding me that on a journey of healing, you will still go through pain. You will still go through pain, and you will struggle. You will go through hurt, and it may be difficult. But even if you are at the lowest place you have ever been in your entire life, you can still come out on top if you are seeking anyone to heal you, and anyone means yourself. If you can believe in yourself, if you can believe that your own energy can heal you, this is what's going to take you farther, because this is what put me where I am, and now I have connection to a God energy that helps me heal even more energies than I ever imagined. I am so, so thankful for the energy that I have. And I want to thank my entire spirit team. And I also want to thank everybody that is open to receiving my energy, because that is a number one important thing when you are being healed is receiving the energy and being truthful in the energy and understanding that you are connected to energy, understanding it wants to heal you, that a God energy, a source energy that you reach out to is there for you. Understanding that, I'm going to move forward and say thank you so much. I have Melissa on the line and I'm ready to take my call.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine, honey. How are you?
I am wonderful.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Okay, we've been having some phone issues, so I was just wanting to make sure.
Okay. I can hear you. So are you looking for a general reading or would you like to start with a question?
No, honey, a general would be fine.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna explain just a little bit. You don't have to tell me anything. I'm just gonna connect with your energy and you can verify it for me and we'll move forward from there. You don't have to share any personal details and we'll go from there. But
Okay.
starting, it seems that you actually have a masculine energy that may have passed over recently connected to you. Does this sound familiar?
Yes.
Okay. Is this a father energy as well?
Yes.
Okay. So understanding that your father is connected to you, he is asking you presently to give yourself a little bit more self-care. There may be some times where you are neglecting yourself just because you are in pain and you're grieving. But it's very important to understand that even if grief is taking over you, this is energy that you're receiving so that you can either release the pain that you have. Because I do see that there's doubts that you had in your energy, and this may be because you are doubting the time that you spent with him before passing, or you are doubting
Mhm.
the time that you didn't get to spend with him before passing. Does this sound true?
Yes.
Okay. So it's feeling like you feel like you didn't do enough, but he's sitting with you to let you know that you did so much. And especially as a child, there's only so much you can do, especially towards the end of life. You have your own energy to work on, you have your own life to heal. And he wants you to know that you actually did the best that you could. And he's asking you to focus more presently on yourself. And I also am hearing children. So if you have children as well, he's asking you to connect with those children and move forward into loving energy and actually use the connection that you have with him to heal your children as well, because I do see that they are grieving as well. They just can't reach out to you as much because they feel you are already in your own place of pain, and they don't want to
Yes,
bother you more.
yes, I can understand that.
Okay, so what you're being asked to do is actually use the energy that is connected to you, and fulfill some of your wishes. I do see and hear artistry. Again, painting was huge in my last week's session. If you have emotions that you can't release, you're being asked to put them on a canvas, or at least write them down on paper. If you want to write a short story, even about an accomplishment that you had, or something that you did with your father that makes you really proud. He said within this connection, you will be able to call his energy closer to you, because when you are actually grieving a spirit, you are actually pushing them farther away because you don't feel they are close, but he is sitting right with you.
Would you like to hear something interesting about that you just stated?
Yeah,
We
go
were
ahead.
painters. His
Oh,
career, he was a painter, so that makes a lot of sense. You hit the nail on the head there.
okay, well, I'm so glad to understand that you can receive that connection. And he is really asking you to feel that love. He's asking you to feel that connection with him and feel the connection through painting, because this is where your artistry truly lies. And he knows that. He says he's watched you since you were a little girl, and boy shorts are very significant. So if you kind of dressed a little bit masculine and not feminine all of the time, this is also a note for you to do that as much as you want as well.
Okay. Okay.
He does want you to know that you should sit with yourself and feel very connected, because he is one of the main energies that made sure that you feel free, that you feel comfortable with who you are, and he wants you to continue to live that way and continue to project that energy to your children. Also, are you familiar with grandchildren? Do you have any?
Yes, yes, I do.
Okay. I am seeing grandchildren and I'm hearing finger paint. I'm also seeing fingers on a canvas. So this may be time for you to connect with your grandchildren a little bit more if you haven't done that already.
Okay, all right.
Do you have any other questions? He really just wants you to know that you need to be free and use the time to paint to connect with his energy more. You also may be able to receive an intuitive download or even spiritual gift from him through this energy as well during your time of painting.
Okay, all right. Well, I thank you very much.
Oh, okay. Well, for in.
I'm sorry, honey, you cut out.
Oh, I said thank you so much for calling in. Unless you have another question.
Oh, no, honey, that is fine. And thank you. And you have a good
You too.
bye bye.
Bye bye. Oh, it seems like I have another caller, Melissa, on the line.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am wonderful. Are you ready for a reading this evening?
I sure am. Thank you.
Okay, would you like to start with a general reading or would you like to ask a specific question?
Anything's fine. I don't know. Are you able to connect with like spirits at all or anything like that? If not,
Yes,
general is fine.
yeah, yeah, I actually do general readings and I read all of the energy presently around you. Also, to let you know that your aura is purple, which is very important because this actually means that you are connected with divine energy. Are you aware that you may connect with spirits yourself?
You know what? I've been told that I have that I'm able to do that, but I don't know how. I've been trying. Yeah,
Okay.
I've been told that I have the ability. That's what I meant to say. The ability to do this, but I don't know how to do it.
Okay, so it's very easy once you believe in yourself and you remove all the blockages from your body. So, I am a psychic medium and also a Reiki master, which means I use Reiki healing to read and heal the body. To understand that your
Uh
aura
huh.
is purple means you are already connected to the energy, but you have a blockage on your root chakra. So, I'm actually going to use Reiki healing to pull that from you. And then you may also feel much more understanding with energy and also energy in your body, as you may be able to feel spiritual connection in your body as well. Are you familiar with smelling energy or smelling past loved ones often?
Um, like I can feel like my dad around me. Like he's passed like almost 2 years ago, and like I know that he's around me, and like I can like sense him around me and like his smells and stuff. If you mean something like that.
Okay. So understanding you actually have just about the same gifts as I do, meaning you are a psychic medium, I'm going to pull that blockage from your root chakra. And the more that you believe in yourself and trust in the divine energy and trust that your dad's actually speaking to you, he is going to be able
Yeah.
to, but you're going to have to just
Oh,
open up a little bit more with belief.
oh, thank you. Oh my God, I'm so
Yes.
excited.
I hope you are, because it is amazing. He actually has an amazing download waiting for you as soon as you open up your energy, as you are actually clairvoyant and clairaudient. So if you practice your third eye wow, what am I saying? If you practice your third eye with some practices for your gifts, you'll be able to see him and you will be able to hear him. But I am picking up your
Oh,
clairaudient gift is very well practiced, so you'll be able to hear him first.
okay. Oh my God, that would be amazing.
There is a little bit of information though, if you would like. He is talking about sipping coffee. So if you are sipping coffee, this is when he's sitting with you, or if this is something you did often, he's verifying that he is with you and that he is clear in the connection.
He drank tea every day, and I just
Oh,
started drinking coffee. It's not
okay.
like it's like iced coffee. So,
Okay. So
but
he's verifying that he's with you. He's verifying that he's with you and he's been watching you. And also, drinking tea is very important because he may have been drinking herbal teas. This may also be a note for you to look into some herbal remedies for things that you're going through, especially if you're having a sore throat lately.
yeah, I've been clearing my throat. So yeah,
Yeah.
like yeah.
Chamomile would be really good. A chamomile tea would be really good. And also nettle would be a really good tea for you to drink that will help with your sore throat. And this will also connect you deeper with his energy, as well as this is something he frequently did. So if you would like to reach out to source energy and ask for him, you may, but he is always with you. He is waiting for you to be ready and for you to stop doubting yourself.
Oh, great! Oh my God, I would like
You're
have
awesome.
goosebumps. I'm so excited.
You're awesome. You can do it. Believe in yourself for sure. Definitely believe in yourself.
Thank you.
That's the most
Yeah,
important part.
thank you. My
Yeah,
little
you're
girl
welcome.
actually like sees him. She's 5, and she can see him. She tells me things about him.
Yeah, so it's very
And
important to
she, yeah,
understand. Yeah, if you're a kid or if you have been raised in balance of energy, you actually don't ever lose connection to your spiritual gifts. So the more that you believe in your daughter and the more that you continue to believe in
mhm,
yourself, she will actually grow up to be very strong in spiritual gifts. And your father is very much
yeah,
with her all the time. She sees him very often. And there was very specific moments that he's taking me back to, especially when she was a baby, laying on her back on a mat when she was doing tummy time. He was very frequently with her. So this is time to understand that he has always been here, even if he hadn't passed. There was spiritual energy sitting with your daughter to prepare her for this connection. As I'm being told, you having the knowing of your daughter seeing your father and energy is very important to understand that he was already there. And this is going to give you more belief behind what you're actually doing. And it won't be just you. Your daughter will be sitting with you in the spiritual energy as well.
oh, okay, awesome.
There also is a
Yeah, I love
grandfather.
that. Yeah. Huh?
Did you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yeah, my a grandfather.
Yeah, so I'm believing it is his father because I'm seeing him sitting behind him in the same generational line. Mustache is
Okay.
very parent to me. So if he
Yeah.
had a very large mustache, he's letting you know that he's also here. He is supporting you and he is right behind you in your journey and he is ready to help you. Also, I do see within the next 3 to 6 months, you have confirmation of connection to spirit. And I also see in 3 to 6 years, you may actually be a spiritual medium yourself and you may do it
Oh
full
my
time for
god.
work. So it is a part of your
Oh,
path.
that's yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I've been told this for quite some time now. I actually had somebody teaching me tarot like cards and just like on their own free time, and then I it was just I didn't have time and I don't know, and I want to so bad now that he's gone, and I don't know how to do it. So.
So it's really important to understand that you actually don't have to use tarot. You don't have to use any divination tools to connect to spiritual energy. And the more that you do it without
Mhm.
divination tools, the more that you'll believe in yourself and have a stronger connection without any 3D product. And you can do it with just your mind.
Okay,
So it's very
perfect.
important to believe in yourself and sit behind yourself with full belief. Your father is saying you still have a little bit of doubts that you can't do it, but you are only blocking yourself because you don't think it will actually be there. I'm telling you it's there. Take down the wall, believe in yourself, and even talk to your daughter about it. Ask your daughter about him, ask your daughter about what she's seen, and start interacting because the more that you give her the energy, the more she will share with you as well. I see her aura as green, which means she is in her heart chakra and she's actually sharing energy with you, trying to heal your heart center as well, because you may have felt like you lost a lot of yourself when your father passed. So it's very important to understand your daughter's also healing you because she's connected with his spirit as well.
Oh, yeah, I ask her a lot about him, and she tells me that he's sitting behind me and he's with me all the time. And she tells us a lot. Or if I'm feeling down, she says, "Dad, your dad's with you. He's hugging you." And yeah, she's always telling me things to like try and lift me up. So I can see that.
So understanding that I pulled that blockage from your root chakra also, it's important to know that the more you have that connection is important to hold it because the more that you believe in yourself, the more you have connection to your body, and you will actually be able to feel with your consciousness, not only in your mind, but your body awareness of him. So you may be able to feel him touch your shoulder. I'm actually seeing him touching your left shoulder right now. So he may be sitting with you, trying to help you heal your feminine. As this is where you will be receiving your energy, and this is where you feel may have wounded when he passed. So, understanding with more connection to body and more gentle breathing throughout the body, kind of pushing J breaths out your spine to the bottom of your spine to your root chakra is actually going to connect you with your body and allow you to feel him presently, even if he's touching you spiritually.
Okay.
We have just a few
Thank
minutes
you.
on the line. Is there any other questions that you would like to ask about anything in your life?
I don't think so. I mean, um, would you be able to see like a do you see us getting like a house soon by chance? Would you be able to see anything like that?
Yeah, I can look into that. So understanding that you want a house is important, but I'm also hearing the word apartment. So you may be moving into
Hmm.
apartment in the meantime, before you get a house. I'm also hearing that you want to travel. So sticking yourself in a house is going to actually stop you from being able to travel. So if you're going to be wanting to move into the free flow of energy, especially working with spiritual gifts, following the intuitive flow instead of things that you want in 3D is going to be what's the most important. So if you want to be free flowing, it is suggested by your spirit team that living in an apartment would be best for you because that will be easier to get out of and easier to move
Hmm.
your energy through.
Okay.
If you are wanting a house, though, that will be a choice that you will have to secure within yourself. And I do see you traveling. I do see you traveling past 6 months from now, I see travel. So it's very important to understand you can get yourself into a house, but it may cause more work for you later on to get out of to be able to travel, or you may be able to rent out your house if the laws are different there and you're traveling, especially if you're renting to like a family member. I also do see that there is a
Oh,
family member around you that might be willing to do that. So it really is all up to you and your choices.
okay.
Okay. Well,
Sounds good.
yeah. Thank you so
Well,
much for
yeah.
calling in.
Yes, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you so much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for the energy, and thank you so much for being open, and thank you so much for being open to spiritual energy. I'm so excited to hear the confirmation of you connecting with your father, and I hope nothing but the best for you.
Yes, I've been wanting to. So thank you. I really appreciate this a lot.
You're very welcome. Have a wonderful evening.
All right, have a you too. Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you so much. Happy Wednesday. I am so thankful to be here. And this has been some of the most healing experiences I could ever have in my life, and some of the most validating experiences I could ever have. Don't forget, don't bully others. And if you do, you're going to reap the benefits of what you sow, even if it's negative. Have a great night, and love yourself. Love yourself and love those around you, and send love. And if you want to be negative, that's your choice, but that's where you'll sit. Don't forget, never forget, choose where you sit and choose what you project, because that's who you are.